board meeting.
That's right.
So everybody's here, it's called to order. Let's say the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, do we have any citizen concerns?
I forgot to print out the meeting minutes from the last meeting. I'll get that real quick.
Oh, yeah, we'll need
Sorry
those.
about that.
No citizen concerns? Do you wanna go ahead and, we'll wait for the, maybe
Right now.
we'll just go to, if you want to, we'll just do the trustees report, won't hurt anything.
Okay, we have, of course, we have stepped up in people coming to us. So we have had 12 in June households that we have helped.
I know this will be a next meeting, but do you have a random, close number? for
It'd have
what-
been averaging 7 or 8
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
that time.
Do you have a number for like this month so far?
It's,
Randomly off the top of your
it's
head?
gonna be more.
More than 12, okay.
Yes.
We'll just put 12 plus for this month so far. Electric bills in Center Point
Yes.
they're getting stiff. Do we still do, does Center Point still do the light bulb stuff for energy efficiency? I don't know if we try to contact them for like
No.
LED bulbs and stuff. Cemetery report.
Okay, we did contact S&S for the removal of Bradford trees over on the front
Yep.
of the cemetery, and they gave us a quote back. And we told them to go ahead and move forward because they're,
Bushing in the way.
yeah. And I said that we do have one stone that's up in there that they're mowing up in there around it. And it's a veteran stone, and I said that needs to be brought back out. It needs to be shown.
And they know there's a stone in the tree
Yes.
somewhere to watch.
Yes,
Okay.
because we went up there and spray painted around everything that needs to be cut off.
Very good.
When they'll be doing that work.
As soon as they can get to it. They said they've got a lot down at homes that they're
Yeah,
trying to
they've-
get cleaned up
They'll
right
probably
now.
be busy, yeah.
All the rain, I mean,
Mhm.
I call Kevin sometime and see.
You guys do find out, let me know that way till, Lisa Alexander, I think that's who asked about it originally. Lisa Alexander.
Oh,
They take care of, that stone or, do their best to. I think she's the one who mentioned the Bradford pear being in the way.
and I know the tree that sets up behind it is dead. It's a big old dead tree.
But I think
But
that one
if
might
you
be on
look at the
Maples.
line,
It's on Maple Groves.
that's in the old Maple Grove side.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in our side. I said it'd be nice if they would take that down,
Who runs Maple Grove?
but the city owns it, and, the people that take care of it live in that big house on the other corner. But I think that's part of the deal.
What's the guy that calls for tree removal for the city? Can't think of his name. Dang it.
Maple Grove has its own board, got 3 members.
Oh, they do?
They have to, by
Yeah.
law. Cemetery has to have a board.
You know, since they own
We're the board for all the other cemeteries.
That's why we have the cemeteries, the Pioneer ones.
Okay.
But, and somebody put on Facebook quite a while ago, you know, cause they were complaining about Maple Grove, the state of it. And somebody put on there the names and numbers of the board members. And I think at one time I took a screenshot of it or something. I have to dig through my stuff to see if I can find it, but
Well, that tree becomes an issue, we'll talk to them.
yeah, cause
I don't want to fall on
it's
our
got
side.
some dead stuff in it that's bad. It's a big tree too.
Did everybody get sent a copy from Tyler of the meeting minutes from last
Yeah.
month? make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
New business.
Okay. The CPA firm, we have hired them to help create our 2026 budget for the capital improvement plan that's required by the new legislation that they passed, because it is a lot to do. And some of it's above our heads yet, what they're expecting. So we have hired them to show us.
What was the name of that CPA firm again?
Oh, wait, I knew you were gonna ask that. It's Coon,
Cause I gotta put it on.
Coon.
C.L. Coonrod and Company.
Yeah.
They are in Indianapolis, but they work with all the townships, so we got in contact with them after the, training that we had with the
Yeah, and what come
new
out is there's a lot of,
legislation, so.
there's a lot of legislation and changes to the way that we have to do our budget now. We don't wanna mess up and lose money for our people, so the easiest way for us was to get a hold of this firm. It's not bad, I think, what was it?
$2,600.
$2,600 to cover the rest of the year, because we have to have everything set in stone by September, and we don't wanna miss out on it.
Yeah,
So
they put
hopefully
in new
this'll be on-
legislation and they were like, it's gotta do it this year and it's gotta be done in 2 months. It's
That's
like,
right.
that's awesome.
Now, are they showing you, and once
I've already
you
gotten
get that,
some-
you'll understand how
Yeah.
to do it, so next year will be,
That's my hope. That's my hope. I've already gotten like kind of, she sent me, yesterday, I think I got this. Of course, we weren't open until today, so I didn't get it till today. And I haven't had a chance, cause we've been so busy, I haven't had a good chance to like go over this. But this is, basically, this is the analysis of what our beginning cash balances are from 2022 going into projected 2029. And then kind of what the budgets, the property tax levy is gonna be, because not only is our stuff changing, but it's changing everywhere. The lit stuff is changing, the, amount of money that gets distributed is changing, all that stuff's changing. And it's gonna keep dwindling, unfortunately. So they're doing projections all the way to 2029 on this stuff,
where we're
so,
gonna be.
yeah. So, once I have a chance to really dig into this, and I can forward it to you guys too if you wanna look at it. I mean, it's a lot.
I'd rather you just learn it,
It's
and
a
then we have a
lot.
training session in here one day.
Yeah.
That way we know what we're looking at.
And I did notice on here, she was doing a standard 3% increase, and we typically do 4% because that's what the levy increase is 4%. And state already came out with that number again. It's always gonna be 4% because they passed that legislation where it can't be more than 4%. So it's always probably gonna be 4%. It could go below 4%, but we're still at 4% right now. So we can still increase the budget by 4%. Although, given our cash balance, we're gonna increase it more than that, because we've already seen we're gonna need more in the electric assistance, we're gonna need more in housing assistance, we're gonna need more for cemetery, we're gonna need more for capital improvement plan for restoring the cemeteries and all that stuff, so that'll
Well,
be.
said, you know, we've done 2 cemeteries now since I've been here, cause they haven't been taken care of in years. So, and it's expensive to bring them back up to date.
And that's something that we can make as our capital improvement plan is
For
restoring
5
the
years, for
cemeteries.
3 to 5 years, but
Yeah.
that's the,
Well,
that's
we have to have,
probably
we have to have a 3-year plan, and then we have to have a plan every year, whether it's renewing that plan every year or whatever it is, but we have to have a 3-year plan minimum. But most of them are, like the CPA firm and everything, and even Jeff Bellamy, the, ITA lawyer, recommended a 5-year plan, rather.
And that even fits our 5-year plan. It'll
Yes.
take-
Oh, yeah, cause I mean, we've still got 18 cemeteries to go, so, I mean, Old Boonville Cemetery is just as large as Bethany is, I would say, and it probably needs just as much, if not more work than
Yeah.
Bethany did.
there's
It's
a lot
in
of old
bad
stones
shape.
there.
It's terrible shape. So we'll work on all that stuff, and then once we get all those things, State Board of Accounts has sent out a template for the capital improvement plan. I downloaded it today. It's an Excel spreadsheet. The only problem is when I try to enter information, it's like, oh, this is a protected form. You can't do this unless why did you make a template that I can't use? So I may reach out to them too and say, hey,
I need to edit.
I would like to use this template if, we can edit some stuff, because mainly they made it easy too, where you can just kind of punch in the numbers and it should generate what you need it to generate. But like I said, I can't use it right now, but. So I think where I'm gonna start with the budget with you guys, I'm gonna do our normal 4% increase like we normally do. And then from there, I'll take those figures and then start seeing where those increases need to happen and then match that against our cash balances and kinda just, and then I'm gonna work with a CPA firm and see, okay, cause she said if we have preliminary numbers, we can send those to them and then they'll work within those, with those
They'll
numbers.
get it started.
Yeah. We have to have something before the 29th, because the 29th is our budget meeting with the DLGF,
And
so.
that's what's next, and that's your budget workshop meeting? on the
Yeah, with
29th?
Robert Norris, that's a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting, that's what it is,
Teams.
Yeah. And that's the same one we have every year where we tell him what we wanna do and he says, yeah, you can do that.
So you need to have that kinda out.
Yeah, I have to have the preliminary numbers. They don't have to stay that way, but they just have to be,
Right.
yeah, just have to have something. And the dates I sent out for the budget public hearing for the, proposed budget meeting, and then the adopted, I think everybody said those dates were okay. I can't remember what they are now off the top of my head, but
Yeah, neither. Put them in the calendar somewhere.
I probably have them here. Cause those can't be changed. Once we tell
Right.
him on the 29th, those are what they are.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah. Sure I have
And you'll
them here.
blast them on the Facebook page too as well.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And they go out on our Form 3 too, which is public. You just have to go out and find it. It's a little harder to find, but yeah.
It'll be alright.
Yeah.
What about your September conference?
We already have, we've already got our place to stay. And, I said, we're both going this year again.
It seems like you guys pick up a lot of information up there.
Yes, we do. We learn a lot of new things up there.
And I'll tell you what else it does is it like reinvigorates you.
Yes, it does.
Like it reminds you what your purpose is and what you're trying to do and like, cause this job can make you jaded.
Yeah.
I'm not, I mean, that's just how it just is.
Yes, it
can
is.
make you jaded.
Yes, you can.
But
Real quick.
Going there really helps hearing other people's stories and the things they've done and the progress they've made and the different.
And it gives you
native
ideas
community.
too, of things that we haven't thought of that needs to be
Oh, definitely.
looked into and possibly even, like you started a little story, have majority of,
And we
what
have
people need.
direct access to, because the DLGF be up there, State Board of Council be up there, we have direct access to those guys for 4 days, so it's.
And is this after
awesome.
you turn in your,
Yeah, it'll be after the budget workshop, and it'll be before our budget public hearing.
Okay.
Cause our public hearing is right after that, I think.
usually not.
I'll
too long
double check.
after, Yeah.
It's either right before or right after, but I think it's right after.
I think it's a week after, isn't it?
I think it is. I'll double check.
I think it is.
Alright. What about Robert?
Oh, so, do you wanna tell them about Robert Owen with the geotech? You know.
You can. I can, it doesn't matter, but he's,
That was supposed to
my
be Owen.
computer got a virus. We do not know how, and they could not clean it up. They could not do it, so they had to completely take everything out of it and start brand new again. And of course, I haven't got some of the things back in my computer yet. But he has a plan for us that will protect, because they don't know where it came in, and they had never seen this virus before.
Well, they're not even sure if it's for
They
sure
don't
a
know
virus even,
They're
because
not,
it's just weird. And normally, with the way that it was, because there's been like, we've gotten emails from like the State Board of Accounts and stuff about ransomware and stuff, where people are getting in, hackers are getting into computers, and then they lock them down, and then they ask for a ransom in order for you then to open them back up for you to give them back to you. And we haven't had any of that. but there's some weird account that showed up on her computer, and every time we put in like our passcode or whatever to get into her account, it just said, oh, you can't do that, it's locked, you have to come back in 2 hours because there's been too many attempts.
Leave your computer on for 2 hours, then come back in and try it again, and
And I
it wouldn't
tried
do it.
everything I could do.
Yeah.
Who's the county run on that? Or
What's
private
that?
Who's the county run of the whole?
The county?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Geotech is who the townships go through,
mhm.
so
They do quite a few townships,
and they've built their websites and stuff too.
and they're pledging to do this, and they have a proposal.
I haven't printed it out, but I'll send it to you guys, as far as what like the cost is gonna be for the virus protection.
And it's not bad for everything that they can give us to do. The price isn't bad at all to anybody else's.
So I'll send that proposal to you guys. I haven't even had a chance to really look at it because we've just been,
I know
we've been busy, and it's kind of been on my back burner since we've been dealing with all the budget stuff and everything too. But
Will you guys be okay for a month? Like
Oh,
till
I
next
think
meeting, if
so.
we look at all the information?
yeah, I
and
mean,
bring
we
it up
have
next
some
meeting?
virus protection on there already, and
Yeah.
again, they don't even know if it was a virus for sure, or if we just
Table
clicked
that
on
until we
something
get
we
the
weren't,
information.
or somehow that other account got on there, we
Which
don't
one
know
got
how.
Carmen, is it Outlook or,
It's Gmail.
you know? If you can use some kind of
But there's an
authenticator.
old trustee account that we inherited when we got here that's through Yahoo. And Yahoo is like the worst, most broken into email you could have.
Yeah.
So,
And we don't know if they came in the back door that way.
and we don't use that email anymore,
But
but that email still, right now I have it, when I did this years ago, is I had it set up to where it would just forward to the Gmail account, and then after a while, I just started going through it and like, okay, get rid of this, block this, but I don't know, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, we'll look at the information you send us.
And the problem that the techs had was Microsoft Windows has made it so that everything's so encrypted. They were saying it makes it so hard for them to do anything because they want you to contact Microsoft and have Microsoft charge you an arm and a leg to do whatever it is they do. And he said it made it so hard for them to even do anything. So they just wiped it and then starting over.
Alright, we'll look at that and talk about it.
Yeah, the main thing we wanna look at is virus protection for sure, to make sure that if it was a virus, we obviously don't want that to happen again. Obviously, it doesn't look like any data or anything was leaked because our stuff is all web-based anyway off of Tom's Web, it's on their cloud, so they wouldn't get it off of our hard drive or anything anyway, none of it's saved on there anyway. So that's a good thing, but who knows? It could've just been a computer thing too, that was being stupid, you know? They don't know, we don't know, they don't know. It's bad when the tech guys don't even know, you know?
they had never seen the information that come up. They had never seen it on a computer
They didn't know what
before.
that was.
They had no idea what it
I
was.
tried Googling it and looking up stuff and things too, and I'm like, I can't find
You couldn't
anything
find
where anybody's had this
anything on it.
problem before. So, I don't know, I'll forward that stuff to you guys too, and you can look
Didn't know
at
we
it
got
and see
it,
what
when
you,
did they get that in?
like a day or two after he came here and met with
Oh,
us.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't even opened it yet,
Oh,
honestly.
okay.
I just haven't even, again, it's just been so stinking busy
Yeah.
around here lately. We met at, I don't know if you mentioned, we went to, Oaklandville Cemetery to meet that, Mike Webb there.
No, I haven't got
Yeah.
into that yet,
Yeah.
cause I didn't.
Oh, that
have
was on the
meeting.
cemetery thing.
Yes, and I
Oh, I
forgot.
forgot about it too.
Bring it back up real quick.
Okay, underneath the cemetery report, we had a gentleman that his great-great-grandmother is buried in the old Boonville Cemetery. And so we went out and searched it, and we found the 2 graves beside where she should be. And we sent him a picture. I stood there and she took a picture in between these 2 graves. I was pointing at them. where she should be. And he had a prod and stuff, and he said, is it okay if I do this? And I said,
He drove
sure.
up from Lexington.
Yeah, he drove up from Lexington to do it. And he didn't want her to be without a stone. He just thought that my great-great-grandmother, she should have a stone. And so he's having the stone done and stuff himself, and and he called us back out there when he was done. He showed us every spot. He stuck a stick in every hole that he
had a
made
big
to
probe,
show
he was probing
where it's
everything.
probing, and it showed the grave. And he said, and I kind of measured between them, and is it okay if I put the stone right here? And of course I went and looked, and I said, that's right in the middle of the top of that grave, that would be perfect. So, and he's gonna contact us again once he gets the stone done to bring it in to put it there.
Everything.
And it's a flat stone. It's just gonna have her name and her birth date and death date on it.
Yeah.
But he just decided she needed a stone,
That'll work.
and I told him
Yeah.
that was very good of you.
Real nice guy.
Very
Super,
nice.
Super nice
Very
guy.
nice.
Yeah.
And we also had one call about Baker's. He owns 8 plots, then they're kind of right next to each other, and he's from Kentucky, and he said he wanted to make sure that we had his name on them. We looked it up and did. He was going to come over, but I told him there was, we were talking, and I said, well, if you have the same picture that I've got, then you own all 8 of those plots, because you're down for them. And he goes, do they still bury there? And can you buy them there? And I said, no, you can't buy any plots there. He said, can I sell my plots? And I told him, well, I'm sure that you can. You'll just have to advertise them and stuff. But he said, my kids, that's why they moved where their children were. And he said, but that's home, and that's where we want to be buried.
Well, at least we have 8 plots, we know where they're at, so that leaves.
Yeah.
Baker, we actually have a pretty good plot
That's
map.
one of them we do
Fairly
have.
good. I mean,
It's
it's
got quite a
probably
few
not
names.
exact, but it's
Yeah.
pretty good. That
So-
one's probably that is the only one I think we have a pretty good feel of where everybody's at.
So, and he knows, he's been over here, he knows where they're at, and they got them and stuff, and he knows where they're at. So, and I said, well, just let us know if we can help you advertise.
Yeah.
Cause I figure he's gonna keep 2 for him and her, and the other 6, I said, they'll be right there where his are, and the other 4 will be right beside them.
We told him just, if you do sell them, just make sure you let us know, who you've sold them to and who the deed transfer is to, cause we'll have
So
to
we
obviously
can put
update
it
our
down.
records.
What about your pre-budget worksheet?
Okay, so all that stuff has been, uploaded to Gateway. We have our pre-budget worksheet. That just basically tells them what our cash balances are at the time and different information like who's on board and those kind of, if we have any debts and things like that. That's all been filled out, and then, cause that was all due by June 30th. And then the, prelim reports that they've asked for, which is, since I got June's banking reports done, then I could do that, cause I had to have June's done, cause we have our June settlement from the property tax and stuff in there, so. That just tells them all what our cash balances are and those sorts of things. So, those are all uploaded and ready to go, so we should be, I've already added one thing we had to do too is we had to add the 2 new funds to the budget, so there's a roads and infrastructure fund now, and there's a capital improvement plan fund now, capital improvement fund. So those 2 funds had to be added.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the June banking reports Amy sent out?
And you have May too, I forgot about
Yeah,
May.
cause May
Yeah, that's
needs to be
right.
signed
Oh, good
also.
call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I caught that right
Well,
after I printed
hello.
out the agenda and I went, oh, man.
I'm gonna look at.
So you should have both of these already, but I know you've got this one for sure, but you should have that one too.
I'll make a motion to approve the May banking reports.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Also make a motion to approve the June banking reports. Do I have a second?
Aye.
All in favor?
I'm gonna send you guys too, I haven't done it yet for this month, but I was gonna send you guys, just see where our budgets are and stuff on everything, like how we're doing so far. Cause usually about this time of year, we're about 50%. Usually by June, the end of June, we're at 50% of our budget, so spent,
Yeah,
which
so-
is right where we wanna be. I haven't looked at that lately though, so I don't know where we're at yet, so I'll look at that and I'll send you guys a budget report to see. That way you can just see where we're at, cause as you know, last year we had to end up putting more money into the, moving some of the money from some of the, appropriations to the other,
Yeah.
so we could keep helping people with their electric bills and stuff.
Yeah.
Just so funny, cause right after we moved that money, then we didn't even have to use it, but hey, it was there, just in case.
Yeah.
That's always the way.
Alright, what day works for you guys for next month?
Either the 19th or the 26th.
Good for both, 19th?
Yeah, I like the 19th, if you don't care. Is the 19th?
Hold up, is
19th?
that September?
No,
August.
August, yes, thank you.
This is July.
You're right. Dude,
So
I'm telling you, this
September
budget stuff has
19th,
got me stressed out.
4:15. As long as that's good, we're good.
I'm good with it.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Alright.
I wish county council's meetings were this simple.